So the first thing you're going to do is find Brent and then carry your stuff in from outside in the rain. We ordered 1.5" aluminum extrusion from Automation Direct for this. It's sturdy enough. If you put the right brackets on it, it goes together really easy. It's just going to be a rectangular box that we're going to attach plywood to in the front. Just for fun and because I'm bored, I'm going to show you how to unpack a box. There you go. You cut all the straps and you take the stuff out. Good times. So this frame is going to be about 4x8, a little shy. We're going to put a 4x8 piece of plywood on it. So we just laid it out. We used the little clips to put it together right here. I'll show you a close-up of what they look like, but Automation Direct has them. And that's why I like to order from them, because they just have all the pieces. Right here is where you figure out that you didn't order enough nuts that slide down inside the rails. So you're taking it all apart so you can slide carriage bolts down inside the slots. Which ended up being a mistake in the end, because I should have just waited, ordered more. Because now when we want to take it apart or take anything off of it, we're going to have to unbolt the whole thing. So don't do that. Here's those little nuts I was talking about that slide into the frame rail. You can just stick them in there, turn them, then they lock themselves in place as you tighten them. They're super nice. We ran out of those, like I told you earlier, so we slid carriage bolts down in there. Now to get them out, we have to take the whole frame apart. So next time I won't do it that way, and what you should do is just order enough of those little inserts. It'll make it a lot easier. That's where you have to slide the carriage bolt in. So we're going to finish putting this side together. You can see the other side we already put together is in the background there. And then we'll bolt the two pieces together and we'll move on to the next part. So there's a close-up of my face. That's unfortunate. We started to put this thing together on top of the table and realized that we're too short for that, even at 6'5". So we moved the whole thing to the floor. We're going to bolt it together there. You should do that too. Look, here's a better view of the back of Brent's head. Hi, Brent. So we slid this plywood on there. This is where we started to drill the holes in the plywood. Like I said, we ran out of those little nuts that go and slide down in the channel. So we had put carriage bolts already in the channel. So now we're going to have to pre-drill the holes, line them up, get the plywood stuck on there. So we're going to use this frame for multiple photo booths. So in the end, I'll show you how I should have attached it so that we could take this off and save it for next year. And it's also how I will attach all the future ones. So here we're just deciding how to lay out the big heart that goes in the center for whatever your display is going to be, your photo booth. You're going to draw whatever you want there. So I don't know if I have to tell you how to do this. But at any rate, we're going to screw a screw down in the plywood there and tie a string to it and use that to do the arches at the top. And then kind of measure out the bottom and freehand it. I am a little ashamed to admit how many times we redrew a heart on the front of this. We definitely should have had someone else come do it. So once you have it done, drill a hole with your drill and then get your jigsaw out. And start cutting, or your hand saw, or your sawzall, or whatever. We're going to wrap it in foam and fabric anyway, so the hole doesn't have to be that clean. And don't look at how much trouble I had with this jigsaw. There's Brent. Look how cute he is in there. I know what you're thinking. Brent's done something with his hair. But that's not Brent at all. That's Emily. She's come to help me put the fabric on, and neither one of us know what we're doing, but we're going to figure it out. We're going to start with some padding because we want to give it some body, get it up off the plywood so we're not wrapping fabric right around the plywood. And it's important for you to know that I have no idea what I'm doing, so it's also important for Emily to be here to help me. Was John too lazy to edit this out? Or is it a jump scare? Ah, it's Emily. So you're wondering what Emily's doing, and she's wondering what's taken me so long. In case you're wondering if she thinks I'm funny, there you go. I'll take it. So here we're just going to put the last few staples in the foam, and then we're going to start wrapping this in fabric. This was the most frustrating part of this, so when you decide to do your own, yeah, you know, try and enjoy it, I guess. We did redo this about 6 times, so that's not true. I just lied to you. We only redid it twice, but it came out great. So like I said before, wrap the plywood first, then attach the plywood after it's wrapped to the frame with these little clips, and then you can take it off and change it anytime you want. And here's what it looks like in the end. It came out nice. Come take your picture.